You're at a local coffee shop, the aroma of fresh brew filling the air, and you catch someone's eye across the room. A kind smile, a spark of curiosity, or maybe you're scrolling through a dating app, feeling a mix of nerves and excitement as you consider messaging someone new. Dating after 60 can feel like stepping into uncharted territory, especially if you've been out of the game for a while. Perhaps you've lost a spouse, gone through a divorce, or simply decided it's time to open your heart again. Whatever brings you here, you're not alone. More seniors in America are dating than ever before, seeking companionship, love, and intimacy in their golden years. But with new relationships come questions about how to connect, how to stay safe, and how to navigate sexual health as an older adult. This guide, crafted for the Senior Health Channel, is here to help you embrace dating after 60 with confidence. We'll explore how to build meaningful connections, address sexual health in new relationships, and share stories of seniors who found love later in life. Our goal is to empower you to step into this new chapter with joy, safety, and a sense of possibility. Let's start with the reality of dating after 60 in America today. It's more common than you might think. According to a 2023 survey by the Pew Research Center, about 1 in 6 Americans over 50 have used a dating app or website, and that number is growing among those in their 60s and 70s. The reasons vary. Some seniors are widowed, others divorced, and some have been single for years and are ready to try again. But the desire for connection remains universal. After decades of life experience, you know what matters: companionship, laughter, and someone to share both the big moments and the quiet ones. Yet dating at this age can feel daunting. You might worry about how you'll be perceived, whether you can trust someone new, or how to bring up topics like intimacy and health. These concerns are normal, and they're worth addressing so you can approach dating with an open heart. Take someone like Margaret, a 67-year-old from Ohio. After losing her husband of 40 years, she thought romance was a thing of the past. But at a community dance class, she met Tom, a 70-year-old widower with a warm laugh. Their first date was a simple coffee outing, but it turned into hours of conversation about their lives, families, and dreams. Margaret was nervous. She hadn't dated since the 1970s, but Tom's kindness put her at ease. Over time, they built a relationship filled with shared walks, movie nights, and eventually, physical intimacy. Margaret's story shows that dating after 60 isn't about recapturing youth. It's about creating something new, something that fits who you are today. So how do you get started? First, think about what you're looking for. Are you seeking a casual companion for outings, or are you open to a deeper relationship that might include intimacy? Knowing your goals can help you navigate the dating world with clarity. In the US, there are plenty of ways to meet people. Online dating is a popular option, with apps like OurTime and Silver Singles, designed specifically for seniors. These platforms let you set your preferences, chat with potential matches, and take things at your own pace. If online dating isn't your style, local community events, like book clubs, dance classes, or volunteer opportunities, are great places to connect. For example, Robert, a 68-year-old from Texas, joined a senior hiking group after his divorce. He met Susan, a 66-year-old who shared his love of nature, and their hikes turned into dates, then a relationship. The key is to put yourself out there in places that align with your interests, where you're likely to meet people who share your values. Building a new relationship after 60 takes time. And that's okay. You've lived enough to know that trust and connection don't happen overnight. Start with small steps, like a coffee date or a walk in the park, and focus on getting to know the person. Ask questions about their life, their passions, and what they're looking for in a relationship. Be honest about your own story too. If you've lost a spouse, it's okay to say so. If you have health concerns, you don't need to hide them. For someone like Clara, a 71-year-old from Arizona, this openness was crucial. She met Henry at a local library event and told him early on about her arthritis, which sometimes limited her activities. Henry appreciated her honesty and shared that he had high blood pressure, which sometimes affected his energy. Their willingness to be upfront built a foundation of trust, making their relationship stronger as it grew. Communication is the bedrock of any new relationship, especially when it comes to intimacy. As you get closer to someone, you'll likely start thinking about physical connection, whether that's holding hands, kissing, or more. But sexual health after 60 comes with considerations that might not have been on your radar in your younger years. Your body has changed, and so has your partner's. Hormonal shifts like lower estrogen or testosterone can affect desire or physical response. Chronic conditions, medications, or even the emotional weight of starting anew can play a role. The good news is that these changes don't have to stop you. They just mean you need to approach intimacy with care and honesty. Let's talk about sexual health first, because it's a critical part of dating safely and joyfully. One of the biggest concerns for seniors dating in America is the risk of sexually transmitted infections. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, STI rates among adults over 60 have been rising, with cases of chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis increasing significantly in recent years. This might surprise you. After all, safe sex campaigns often target younger people. But seniors are just as vulnerable. If you're dating someone new, you might not know their sexual history, and you can't assume they're free of infections. Using condoms is a must, especially if you're not in a monogamous relationship. For example, Thomas, a 73-year-old from Washington, made it a habit to discuss safe sex with new partners. It felt awkward at first, but he found that being upfront about his expectations helped build trust. Regular STI testing, available through primary care providers or clinics, is another smart step, often covered by Medicare plans. Beyond STIs, you'll want to consider how aging affects your body and what that means for intimacy. For women, menopause can lead to vaginal dryness or discomfort, which can make sex painful. Over-the-counter lubricants or vaginal moisturizers can help, and prescription treatments like estrogen creams are available if needed. For men, erectile difficulties are common. About half of men over 60 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction, according to the Cleveland Clinic. Medications like Viagra or Cialis can be effective, but you'll need to check with your doctor to ensure they're safe with your other medications. For instance, Linda, a 66-year-old from California, found that using a lubricant made intimacy comfortable again after years of discomfort. Her partner George worked with his doctor to try a low-dose erectile medication, which gave him confidence to be intimate without worry. These solutions are widely available in the U.S., and doctors are increasingly comfortable discussing sexual health with older adults. Chronic conditions can also affect intimacy, especially in a new relationship where you're still learning about each other. If you have arthritis, heart disease, or diabetes, you might worry about how your health will impact your connection. The key is to be honest with your partner and work together to find what feels good. For example, Susan, a 69-year-old from Florida with heart disease, met a new partner through a senior dating app. She told him about her condition early on, explaining that she needed to avoid high-exertion activities. They experimented with side-lying positions, which were easier on her heart, and found that taking things slow deepened their emotional bond. Communication like this not only ensures safety, but also builds trust, making intimacy more meaningful. Emotional intimacy is just as important as physical closeness, especially when you're starting fresh. Dating after 60 often comes with emotional baggage, grief, past relationships, or fears of rejection. You might feel nervous about being vulnerable, or worry that a new partner won't understand your past. These feelings are normal, and they're worth addressing. Take someone like Edward, a 72-year-old from New York, who lost his wife to cancer. When he started dating again, he felt guilty, like he was betraying her memory. But joining a grief support group, which he found through his local community center, helped him process his feelings. When he met Clara, he was able to be honest about his past, and her understanding deepened their connection. If you're struggling with similar emotions, talking to a therapist, often covered by Medicare, can help you move forward with confidence. Building emotional intimacy also means focusing on the little things that create closeness. Share stories about your life, plan activities you both enjoy, and make time for meaningful conversations. For example, Dorothy, a 70-year-old from Georgia, met Henry at a senior book club. They started by discussing their favorite novels, then moved on to deeper topics like their families and dreams. They made a habit of taking evening walks, holding hands and talking, which built a foundation of trust before they became physically intimate. These small gestures, listening, laughing, being present, can make a new relationship feel safe and fulfilling, setting the stage for physical closeness when you're ready. When it comes to physical intimacy, take your time and focus on what feels good for both of you. Aging bodies might need more patience, arousal can take longer, and you might need to experiment with what works. Foreplay, like kissing, touching, or massaging can help you relax and connect. If you're dealing with physical limitations, try positions that are comfortable, like lying side by side or sitting together. For someone like James, a 67-year-old from Colorado with arthritis, this approach made a big difference. He and his new partner used pillows to support his joints, and they found that starting with a warm bath together eased his stiffness, making intimacy more enjoyable. The key is to communicate openly. Tell your partner what feels good, what doesn't, and what you're comfortable with. Sexual health isn't just about safety and physical comfort. It's also about feeling good about yourself. Aging can bring body image concerns, especially when you're dating someone new. You might worry about wrinkles, weight gain, or scars from surgeries. But confidence comes from within, and your new partner is likely more focused on your warmth and personality than your appearance. For example, Patricia, a 71-year-old from South Carolina, felt self-conscious about her body after a mastectomy. But her new partner's reassurance and their shared focus on emotional connection helped her feel beautiful again. If you're struggling with self-image, try focusing on what you love about yourself, whether it's your sense of humor, your kindness, or your life experience. Therapy or support groups can also help you build confidence. Lifestyle choices can support your sexual health, too. Regular exercise, like walking, yoga, or swimming, can boost your energy, improve circulation, and make intimacy more comfortable. A balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins, supports hormone health and stamina. Limiting alcohol and quitting smoking can improve blood flow and libido. For someone like Charles, a 69-year-old from Virginia, these changes were transformative. After joining a senior fitness class, he met a new partner and found that his increased energy made him more open to intimacy. They started cooking healthy meals together, which became a new way to bond. These habits not only support your physical health, but also make you feel more vibrant, which can enhance your confidence in a new relationship. Safety extends beyond STIs to your overall well-being. If you have chronic conditions, check with your doctor to ensure sexual activity is safe. For example, Henry, a 73-year-old from Oregon with a history of heart disease, talked to his cardiologist before becoming intimate with his new partner. His doctor recommended low-exertion positions and monitoring for symptoms like chest pain, which gave Henry peace of mind. Emotional safety is just as important. Be cautious when sharing personal information online, and take time to get to know someone before inviting them into your home. If you're using dating apps, meet in public places for the first few dates, and let a friend or family member know where you'll be. These steps, common in the US dating scene, help you build trust safely. Let's debunk a few myths about dating after 60. Some people think it's too late to find love, but that's simply not true. Many seniors are forming meaningful relationships well into their 70s and 80s. Another myth is that dating at this age is only about companionship, not intimacy, but surveys from the National Poll on Healthy Aging show that many seniors value physical closeness as much as emotional connection. Finally, some believe sexual health isn't a concern for older adults, but as we've discussed, it's a vital part of dating safely and joyfully. Clearing up these misconceptions can free you to embrace dating without shame or fear. Dating after 60 can also have a ripple effect on your life. A new relationship can make you feel more engaged with the world, whether you're trying new hobbies, traveling, or spending time with family. For someone like Alice, a 68-year-old from Wisconsin, meeting a new partner inspired her to take up photography, something she'd always wanted to try. The joy and confidence from her relationship spilled over, making her feel more alive than she had in years. For caregivers or family members, supporting a senior's dating journey is just as important. Encourage them to be open about their desires, help them navigate dating apps if needed, and celebrate their new connections. Small acts, like helping them pick out an outfit for a date, can make a big difference. As we wrap up, think about what dating means to you. Maybe it's a chance to laugh over coffee, to hold hands on a quiet walk, or to feel the thrill of a new romance. Whatever you're seeking, you deserve that joy, that connection, that sense of possibility. Dating after 60 isn't about recapturing the past. It's about building a future that lights up your heart. So take a step today, sign up for that app, join that club, or smile at someone new. Your next great love story might be just around the corner. Thank you for joining us on the Senior Health Channel, where we're all about helping you thrive, keep shining, and we'll see you in the next guide.